I want to share the story behind my song Homecoming, and I want to make more videos like this. Please drop in the comments if you like content like this that is behind the scenes, but more sharing the story behind my music. As the journalist, I mean, I share stories. I love using stories in my music and my public speaking, and I thought it'd be cool, maybe, and interesting, hopefully, to some of y'all to hear how the music came together, how the songs were written, the struggles in doing that. So today, my song Homecoming, I want to talk about. And this is a song that actually didn't even begin as a song. It was a spoken word piece. And I was asked to make a spoken word piece for the Youthquake conference at Briarcrest College and Seminary, which is a very special place to me. Shout out Briarcrest, shout out Youthquake, a place where I was a student, still am finishing my master's currently, and a place where I was highly involved in the Youthquake conferences. So I was more than excited and humbled at the same time to be asked to make a spoken word for their homecoming themed Youthquake conference a few years back. And I'll be honest, this is a story of overconfidence. I was overconfident that this would be a piece of cake. I love writing. It's what I do. And I thought, this theme of homecoming, which was tying into the prodigal son story, if you know that from scriptures, there's so much I could do with this. And I had months to do it. I had literally a couple months ahead of the conference. And it was going to be 2 weekends, like 1,000+ kids at each, right? So it was a big deal, but I was overconfident. And I hit writer's block like I've never hit before, guys. I could not write. Ideas weren't coming. I literally would just sit there and just be frustrated. And if you're a writer and an artist, you probably have come against times of having writer's block. So this was a time where it definitely was the worst case for me. To a point where it was literally, I think, just a couple weeks, maybe 2, maybe 3 weeks away from the conferences. And I didn't have much of anything whatsoever. And I actually called an emergency meeting with the organizers. Shout out Caitlin Giddings and her whole team that put together Youthquake in the last few years now. She's taken leadership. And I said, honestly, I was like, look, I don't know if I can do this. I think I actually have to pull out of doing this opportunity. And being at the very spirit-led in putting the conference together, they said, you know what, Andrew? We really felt like you should do this. Let's just give you a little more time to do it. Just seek the Lord. I remember them saying that. Seek the Lord in bringing this piece together if it's supposed to. If not, then, we'll go from there. I said, okay. And so the next time writing session that I sat down to write Homecoming, I just prayed. I simply said, God, give me the words. It was a simple prayer. It was a prayer from my heart because I knew how important this was and how humbled I was to make this. And it just flowed like that. It just came out. And before I knew it, I was like, you know what? These are bars. This isn't a spoken word. This is a track. And I said, God, if this is a track, I remember praying, just give me the beat. Help me find a beat for this because I need to do this quickly. And the first beat that I found was the one that's used for Homecoming. So this piece should never have ever happened. I performed it a couple weeks later. God gave me the memory to be able to perform, for like 2,000 kids at youth conference, at Youthquake. And now this song has gone from something that shouldn't exist to being award nominated, which I am once again extremely humbled. It's nominated for a Canadian Christian Creative Award being held in Mississauga, Ontario at the end of next month, in the middle of next month, I guess. So there's some inspiration. I hope some encouragement for you that, first of all, rely on God for your words. If you are someone who's making music for the Lord, rely on Him for the words. Because the words from myself, it was just hitting a block, it was hitting a wall. When I released it to God and surrendered it, He's the one that gave me that song. And it's impacted thousands. And it's a song that is all about coming back to God. I've had former addicts tell me how it's impacted them. People that have just been Christians like myself were struggling with their faith and have run away and have come back. And now it's award nominated. Glory to God. So that's the story behind Homecoming in a nutshell. Something that should never have happened. It was supposed to be another total different type of medium that switched into a song that all of a sudden has now gone on to be, out there and up for this amazing award. So if you want more stories like this behind my songs, drop it in the comments. Even if you won't know what song you want me to talk about, please put that in the comments if you follow my music. Homecoming's out on all digital streaming platforms. And I'm just thankful that the Lord, even in my own pride and my own cockiness and overconfidence, broke through and this became a wonderful, very, very special song to me and to thousands, and I pray it will continue to go out there. So thanks for listening. Again, drop in the comments what I should do next. All right, love y'all. God bless. Keep moving if you're an artist. Don't give up. All right.